What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, there's a viral post or clip that has been sent to me, and people continue to ask me about this. And people are using this to try to justify, or dare I say, to state that this is the reason why this fight is possibly taking place. And that's Gervonta Tank Davis facing off against Conor Benn. Conor Benn is a British welterweight superstar title contender. He's the son of a legend, Nigel Benn. Conor Benn is 23 wins, no losses, no draw, 14 wins by way of knockout. He is 27 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. Conor Benn was supposed to be in one of the biggest fights in British boxing history, as his father, as I told you, is Nigel Benn. He's a legend in the UK. And his biggest rival was Chris Eubanks Sr., who his son, Chris Eubanks Sr., is a legend in the UK. He's a Hall of Famer. And Conor Benn was his son. Conor Benn was supposed to face Chris Eubanks' son, Chris Eubanks Jr., in a massive grudge match, a family grudge match, history, right? So they were supposed to face off against one another. And Conor Benn tested positive for a banned substance right before the fight took place. And he has been suspended by the British Board of Boxing. He is stripped of his license currently as it stands. He don't have a license. And so now he's been on the United States, quote unquote, tour, as he calls it. And he had 2 fights already in the States. And one in September, one last week, or this weekend that just passed. And both those fights been at 150 pounds, right? Now, Conor Benn is currently in negotiations to face off against undefeated 3-division world champion, 5-time world champion, superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is widely acknowledged and recognized as one of the faces, if not the face, of the sport of boxing. He has a record of 29 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout. He is 29 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Gervonta Tank Davis was on record after his biggest rival and his biggest nemesis, undefeated 2-division world champion, former undisputed lightweight world champion, now the reigning WBC junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Devin "The Dream" Haney, who is top 10 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world. He has a record of 31 wins, no losses, no draws, 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 25 years of age, 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach. Devin Haney had a fight that he looked spectacular in December 9th against 2-time WBC junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Regis the Rougarou Program. And Devin Haney is with Victor Conte, and he's with Snack. And after that performance, Devin Haney was labeled chinny. He was labeled a non-puncher. And so Devin Haney, in this fight, dropped Regis Prograis, staggered and hurt him a few times, even had the referee and corner on the verge of looking closely to see if they wanted to stop the fight. So Gervonta Tank Davis is not going to give Devin Haney credit for how great he looked, but he did take to social media and said that we got to do away with this snack program and Victor Conte. And he stated that Victor Conte did get caught cheating, right? And so then Devin Haney is calling for a fight. They're calling for a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. It's one of the biggest fights. Many people feel like it's not the biggest fight. Some people say it is. I feel like it's the biggest fight in boxing. Now, if Terrence Bud Crawford moves up and fight Canelo Alvarez, well, then that's the biggest fight in boxing, right? So, with that said, There's a report coming out right now that, and not a report. There's a post going around, right? And in this post, they're stating that Gervonta Tank Davis was concerned about Devin Haney being on a snack program, but he's not concerned about fighting Conor Benn, who actually tested positive for a banned substance and was suspended. I wonder why. And then it was alluded that that Gervonta Tank Davis could possibly be having something to hide himself. And this post says, "What's he hiding?" with a question mark. Vada and USAID are the two strictest anti-doping agencies, testing organizations in combat sports. And Gervonta Tank Davis has never enrolled directly with either one for any of his bouts. Right? And I don't know what they mean by Gervonta Tank Davis has not directly enrolled in any of his bouts. Directly enrolled for Vada in any of his bouts. And the reason that I don't understand that are they talking about year round? Because we know that Gervonta Tank Davis was enrolled in Vada testing when he fought Ryan Garcia April 22nd, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. He actually had an issue that Ryan Garcia was dragging his feet on enrolling. So we know that he enrolled for Vada for the Ryan Garcia fight. So I'm a little bit taken back as to what they mean by he hasn't directly enrolled. So he made this statement, Gervonta Tank Davis did, 4 days after Devin Haney fight, December 13th, 6:12 p.m. He said, did he or did he not get caught cheating before? Question mark. Them snack people? Question mark. Talking about Victor Conte. So he's saying that Victor Conte needs to be out of the sport of boxing because Victor Conte has been caught cheating. If you don't know about Victor Conte was the spearhead of Balco. Balco in the sport of baseball had some major performance-enhancing releases where a list came out of athletes in baseball that were, testing positive or using performance enhancers. And so with that said, right, Victor Conte was a major part of that. A major part. And so that label will always forever be attached to Victor Conte. Period. Forever be attached to him. Right? And he's never going to shake that. He's admitted to taking part in it, and we know he did. But Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis, right, has been confirmed. Ryan Garcia confirmed and showed proof that he did his drug testing on February 18th of 2023. So Ryan Garcia showed on February. So you had February, March, April. 2 months out from the fight that he was testing, and Gervonta Tank Davis wasn't happy that Ryan Garcia hadn't enrolled, and he said, no funny business. If I find out you cheated, it's going to be a problem, right? So they were going back and forth with this, and Ryan Garcia eventually enrolled, and Gervonta Tank Davis enrolled in Vada testing, right? So Gervonta Tank Davis, for his fight with Hector Garcia, immediately following his fight with Hector Garcia, January 7th, in the locker room, you can see Vada tested Gervonta Tank Davis immediately following his fight with Hector Garcia. So I don't get what they mean by he's never enrolled, because he was enrolled for Ryan Garcia fight and he was enrolled for Hector Garcia fight, both fights of which took place in his last two fights. So in his last two fights, he's been enrolled in Vada testing. So I don't understand what they mean by he didn't directly or personally enroll himself into Vada testing, because he's been in Vada testing. Now, did he do year-round testing? I'm confused. Somebody has to explain to me, what am I missing here? Because people keep sending me this and saying Gervonta Tank Davis is not enrolled. So it's Vada and USAD are the two strictest anti-doping drug testing organizations in combat sports, and Gervonta Tank Davis has never enrolled directly with either one for any of his bouts. What do they mean directly? What is he using, a second-hand party, a third-hand party to do his drug testing? I don't know. But what I do know is Vada immediately came in. I saw the interviews he was doing post-fight for Hector Garcia, and Vada was there testing him. And you can see he has the bandages on, the Band-Aid from the testing. And he and Ryan Garcia both showed proof that they were in a clean, well, they were enrolled in Vada for their fight for April 22nd. So this is not true. Now, Conor Benn, on the other hand, has tested positive and he's been suspended. Now, he's going for a hearing in a few weeks. And he and Gervonta Tank Davis are now in conversations to have a showdown against one another. But as far as Gervonta Tank Davis, I think this is a bit of a reach, to say the least. I don't think Gervonta Tank Davis is a dirty athlete by any stretch of the imagination. I think that this is an absolute reach. But on the flip side, hey, you just never know. But I would bet, not my life savings, but I'll bet half of my life savings that Gervonta Tank Davis is not on any performance enhancers by any stretch of the imagination. I think he has God-given natural power, period. I think he just has God-given natural power. And some power is unexplainable, like Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder was enrolled. Gervonta Tank Davis was enrolled for his last two fights. So I don't know if they're saying directly enrolled with either one. What, is he enrolled with a third party? Am I missing something, man? Drop a comment in the comment section below and let me know, what am I missing? But as far as I'm concerned, this notion that Gervonta Tank Davis is on performance enhancers or never enrolled, that's all debunked. I mean, we personally can go to watch the post-fight with Hector Garcia and see him getting tested immediately after that fight. And you can look at the Ryan Garcia fight in February and you see that Vada had came and tested him both, him and Ryan Garcia. So I don't understand that at all whatsoever. Again, Conor Benn is a different story. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, and get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Again, I know guys fans are frustrated with his choice of opponents, but now it's reaching. Now we reaching, people. Now it's a bit of a stretch. Come on. Let's keep it clean. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.